Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be taking a closer look at the all-new Prime edition of the NASB 2020 large print ultra-thin reference Bible from the Lockman Foundation. Okay, so I recently did a really fun unboxing video with two new Prime editions from the Lockman Foundation. A lot of people watched that video. A lot of people sent me messages and said, I'm really impressed with these. I'm ordering one right now. And I was blown away by the quality of these Bibles. There's actually another one here. I'm going to do a full review of this little guy too. But they're just really beautiful premium Bibles from the Lockman Foundation. And these are Bibles that already existed. I actually reviewed this large print ultra-thin reference Bible a few months ago when it came out, but it was not a premium edition Bible. And in this video, I'm going to compare this one to that one so you can see the differences. But this was a design that they designed with 2K Denmark. It looks really great. It's like a nice, big, two-column reference Bible, but now they've got these Prime editions, and I'm really impressed with what the Lockman Foundation has done with these. So if you haven't seen that unboxing video, you should definitely click the link in this description to check that out because this is really cool. But I also wanted to do a full, in-depth review of this Bible so that you can see the type size, get a closer look at the layout of this Bible, and again, comparing it to the other version. I'm also going to compare it to the previous 95 edition of this Bible. I have the Allen edition of that. So I'm going to do some comparisons here. I'm going to do an overhead, show you how this Bible works. I'm really impressed with this. I'm excited that Lockman is kind of getting into the premium game and they're stepping it up all across their publishing, just doing really cool new editions of the Bible for the NASB 2020. I think that's just a really good look for them, and it's really exciting for Bible fans for sure. So before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the NASB large print ultra-thin reference Bible, the Prime edition from the Lockman Foundation. Okay, first things first, here's the box. You see New American Standard Bible, large print, ultra-thin reference Bible, NASB 2020, printed in Korea. It is a two-piece box. It came wrapped up in that nice black paper with the gold seal. On the back, it's just a plain white box, but you get all the information there on the side for the features and everything like that. And then on this side, they tell you about the New American Standard Bible and the kind of history of it, things like that. Here's the Bible itself. So this is the brown goatskin edition. Really nice. See that? Nice brown. Looks really, really sharp. Now, they offer this in brown and black. I'm going to bring in the little guy. Its review is coming up in a couple days. So there you see brown versus black. Those are the two options you have in both of these Bibles. But really nice, pebbly, soft brown goatskin. It's got a perimeter stitch around the outside. It comes with a couple of ribbons. The brown edition comes with brown and black. These are 3/8 inch satin ribbons. Raised spine hubs on the spine. Look really nice. It says Holy Bible, New American Standard Bible 2020, NASB Lockman Foundation. Now, a few people on my unboxing video commented about this, that it says Holy Bible, that it's kind of a new modern font. It's not all capitalized. That's one thing that I would say I would love to see changed, is a more classic Holy Bible. I'm going to give you, like, there's what the Allen version of this Bible in the 95 looks like. Just something different. That's a teaser. I am going to do those comparisons here in a second, a couple of different things, but that could be upgraded a little bit. But other than that, I really don't have a lot of complaints about this Bible. Really, really lovely piece of leather. Looks great. It's got nice red under gold. Look at that. Nice red and pop of gold. That's like Allen level gold art gilding. Gold gilt line around the inside. It's super floppy. You see there is the edge-lined construction. It's got a Smythe sewn binding. I mean, there you see it says goatskin leather cover on the inside. But this is just a very lovely, well-made Bible. The construction feels great. Again, I don't know where they're having these printed in Korea, but both Lockman Foundation and the new large print wide margins from Steadfast are being printed and bound in Korea, and the quality is scary good. Like, it looks really, really nice. As you saw in the unboxing video I did with this, like, I was pleasantly surprised. Now, as far as size goes, this is 6.5 inches wide. It's 9.25 inches tall, and with the leather cover, I have it just over 1.25 inches thick. So it's a big, nice, big, solid Bible, but it's not too thin. They call this large print ultra thin. That's kind of the name of what they've called this for a long time. It's not under 1 inch thin. It's not like super too thin. It feels like a steady Bible. So I'm going to open this up real quick. There you see again the edge-line tab. You get some blank end sheets in here. Presentation page. Again, like, this is just kind of basic, like, font. I'd love to see a little bit more style or design here, but it does what you need it to do as far as family records, presentation page. Then you get into the main one, American Standard Bible. Here's your copyright page. So NASB 2020 large print, ultra thin, published by Lockman, design and typesetting by 2K Denmark, printed in Korea. Now, this is really nice table of contents. You get the foreword, all of the information you don't normally get in a Bible, kind of naming things up front, and then you get to, oh, I skipped a page. You get to this page right here that kind of tells you the features and the explanation of the format, how the NASB works. I really like the way they do small caps in the New Testament when they're quoting from the Old Testament. I think that's it's a hallmark of the NASB, which is carried forward in the 2020 that I really like. And then you see right here, it lays flat on Genesis 1, 2-column text, center column cross-references, textual footnotes at the bottom of the page. This edition does have the entire set, the full set of the translator notes for the NASB, and it's got over 95,000 crosswords. You see bold verse numbers, but a paragraph format. Let me pull this up for you. Looks really sharp. This is a European Bible paper. It's about 31 GSM. There's a little bit of ghosting in there, but the print looks really nice and even. It pops off the page. This is an 11-point typeface. It is line matched, so that does help minimize some of the show through. It's a black letter text. So you see more paragraph when they get into more poetic setting, not paragraph, a more verse by verse kind of poetic setting. Those bold verse numbers really pop off the page, so you can help find yourself. It's not a verse by verse, but I think that, you see in here, it's like if you're looking for verse 42, boom, it's right there, you see it. So let me bring this up so you can just see the text on the page. Again, designed by 2K Denmark, really easy to read typesetting. That little thin line there at the bottom of the page that kind of marks before you get into the translator notes. Very, very consistent. Let me get in here to the Psalms. There you can see what it looks like in the poetic sections. Oop, I don't know what I said, but my Alexa wanted to talk to me. Looks really nice. It's big and bold. It lays really flat. Like I'm just picking this up and going, man, it's like nice big on the page. 2-column reference Bible. You can see that red art gilding on the side and the gold. Very, very sharp, pretty steady. You get into the New Testament, everything remains the same. It's consistent. That's what I'll say. It's a consistent Bible. It feels great in hand. When you get to the end of the Bible, at the end of Revelation, we get a topical index, so the New American Standard Bible, topical index of the Old and New Testament. So lots of 2 columns in there, lots of entries. After the topical index, I only made it to N. It's a big index. After the topical index, we do get a little, same as what I liked in the other edition of this Bible, the less expensive edition. You get the book introductions. They're not at the beginning of each book, but they are back here. So if you're reading through 2 Chronicles, you can come back here and get a little paragraph, book introduction. And then after the book introductions, we do get a set. Here's the parables of Jesus in this one. So you have a little chart for those. The miracles of Jesus, important events in Christ's life according to the Gospels. And then you get Bible maps. These are a slightly thicker, glossier paper. Looks nice. Here's one, the ministry of Jesus. I love that map in there. New Testament Jerusalem, Old Testament Jerusalem, side by side. That's really sharp. And then a few pages of cardstock here at the end. Overall, Bible looks great, feels great. The layout is nice. It's kind of a modern. I like that they updated this with 2K Denmark to kind of reflect the modern new nature of the 2020. I think that looks good, but this is a really great premium Bible. Feels fantastic. Now, I told you I was going to do some comparisons. So here is the leather text edition. It just came in this little slip case like this. This is the leather text edition. Now, this Bible right now on their website is $26, whereas the premium Prime edition is currently $189. Those prices may change, but you can see it's kind of a marbled, but it's a thinner, kind of slightly stiffer synthetic leather. You don't get the raised spine hubs, kind of the same look on the spine, but it's a nice Bible. I was really impressed with this. You get into the inside. One thing that a lot of people have noticed about this one, and I'm sure it's going to be harder to see on this video, but there's kind of a bluish, yeah, you can see it. There's a bluish tint to this paper. Not something I was really bothered by, but then you go over here and this is like a creamier, it's definitely a nicer paper, and then you can see the main difference between these two is that this is incredibly more opaque paper. Like right here, look at the cross references, you can see a little bit, but those are popping through even more. On the other side of these poetic settings, you see those. Now it's line matched, it's the same design, but the paper over here is going to be one of the main reasons why it's more expensive, and one of the main reasons why it's a higher quality Bible is that you get a little bit just better. So let me pull this up here so you can see them side by side. Yeah, you can tell it's just more opaque. To me, the feel of these, it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, whereas this has a rougher texture. So again, great Bible for $26. I think that this is definitely worth paying more for, but you have to decide if you want to upgrade and level up. I would say if you get one of these and you really love it, and you have one already and you're like, man, this is my forever Bible, I love the design of this, I love the way the 2020 reads, I want to really use this Bible a lot, getting one of these leveled up. They also make a calfskin edition. I had one of those, but I gave it away for my big Christmas giveaway. It's like $120, and I would say that this one does feel like it's upgraded as far as the paper goes on that one, so this is definitely a good upgrade on that. And then they have a genuine leather that's kind of between those two, so it's a little bit higher price than this, like in the $45 to $50 range. So there's several editions of this. I'll put all the links in there, but as far as this one, you can just see it's kind of a level up. Now, I do want to do one more quick comparison. This I showed you a minute ago. This is the R.L. Allen large print ultra thin, the 95 edition. So basically what R.L. Allen does is they take the text block from Lockman and they rebind it essentially. But this is my petrol blue edition of that Bible. So I want you to see this in here. So when you get into this, the copyright page, you see it says large print ultra thin reference edition from the Lockman Foundation. So this is the 95 NASB, and you can see that they updated it. So this is what this text block used to look like. Really, really lovely, looks fantastic. It's a verse by verse format. It's got the cross references spaced out a little bit more. It's got more of a classic looking typeface, whereas you get the new one, it's got stacked at the top. You don't have those lines. It's a more modern typeface. It is slightly larger and easier to read. Let me kind of move this over. So you can see it's slightly different. Let me find the more, let's just get to the same page. So 2 Kings 4 on the left and 2 Kings 3 and 4 on the right. You can see like it's a different look and feel when you go from the 95 to the 2020. So, and Lockman has this, but this is the Allen version of it, so it's got kind of premium quality. So I wanted to do the premium 95 versus the premium 2020. A lot of similarities, but they have upgraded the text block overall on this one, and it looks really sharp. But that is the large print ultra thin, the new Prime edition. Love it. Absolutely love it. So there you have it. That's the NASB large print ultra thin reference Bible, the new Prime edition from the Lockman Foundation. Really cool to see it side by side with some other similar Bibles, right? This looks really great. It feels really great. They did an excellent job with this. So if you like what you see here, I'm going to put some links in the description of this video so you can order one. You know, this is my opinion on this. I'm giving you my review and my thoughts, but I would love to hear what you have to say about this. So leave me a comment and let me know. If you have other questions that I didn't answer in this video, drop those in the comments as well, and I will get back to you. You can find me, Bible Review Blog, on Instagram and Facebook, so I'll put those links there so you can find me on there, follow along. We've got a great community, and we would love for you to be a part of it. And once again, before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. There's more great Bible content here on my channel. I'd love for you to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.